Hi, my sweet friends. I know we can't be together, so I thought I would make a small 30-minute video for you to do at home so that you can still practice some peace and strength. I have a sock right here. I was just trying to find something that you could have at home, like a sock, or it doesn't have to be a long sock, or maybe a towel, or if you do have a strap, that's great. We're going to use this later. So please start by sitting on the edge of your seat and sitting up tall. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to breathe. Right? And as you breathe in and out, just make this body your home, right? Come back to it. Feel what it feels like to breathe, to be you. Right? To be relaxed, but still upright. And then I want you to create that same kind of energy for the space around you. Right? Breathe like a little space bubble, right? That this is your home and that this is safe and that this is kind and that this is wonderful and it's a good place for you to be. And I want you to start by feeling your feet pressing into the earth, maybe with a little extra energy so that you feel your legs fire up. You can keep your eyes closed, you can open them up, right? But I want you to stay with that intention of being inside your body and connecting with the space around you in a positive way. Right? Move that energy up into your belly, engage your back muscles, right? Just still sitting up like with this really like strong intention. Wherever your hands were, I want you to take them to the sides of you, rotate the palms forward to get this nice openness in your shoulders and in your chest. And lots of energy. Pressing your feet down, energy is moving through your body, strong out of the crown of your head. Nice, right? Feel that like life force, right? If your eyes are still closed, I want you to open them. Take in that space around you, right? This is the place you're going to be practicing, right? Still feeling strong, full of vitality. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Couple more times. Big full breath. Get this really expansive breath. One more time. Big full inhale. Exhale, bring it down to heart center. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms forward. We're going to do like almost like a little seesaw. I want you to reach forward and like get your shoulders to kind of round and get some space in the back. And then I want you to pull yourself back, pull your shoulders back, chest comes forward, engage. It's not necessarily a back bend, yeah? You're just finding some muscular strength back there. Again, push forward, stretch, pull back, engage. Right? So it's almost like you're orientating yourself forward, like there's something you really want over there. And then you're orientating yourself back. Nice. One more time. And again, back, right? And reorientating yourself back, I kind of want you to imagine that your energy body was out here, right? And now you're moving into your body. Yeah, take your arms out to your side. Again, you're going to take your right arm across and give it a little hug. Right? Big full breaths. Release that side, switch, cross over, hug it in, big full breath. Nice, release that side, roll your shoulders. Right, up, back, down, forward. One more time, up, back, down, forward. And this time, up, back, down, locked in. Arms out to the side. Rotate the palms up. And you're just going to kind of imagine that you're holding some really heavy weights, right? Getting those shoulders to come down and the shoulder blades to pull together and your back to feel nice and engaged, right? Breathe. Got like 4 or 5 breaths here. There we go. Draw those arms down. There should be a little stretch for you. And then let it go. Take your legs a little wider. Lean over to one side. Reach the other arm up. We're going to take some big circles. So circle it around. Right, and on this last one, take it there, reach over, stretch out that side body, press that opposite foot away so you feel really anchored. Same thing with your butt cheek, anchor it down. Right, and then bring it back to neutral. Pause at the top, just realign, and then come from neutral over to the other side. So again, just kind of floating this arm around, right, lube it up the shoulder. And then on this last one, be a little bit more mindful. There we go. And then bring it back to center. Zip those legs back up. Still sitting up nice and tall. Twist over to the right. Nice job. We're going to twist to the other side, right? Twist to the other side, right? Again, I want you to have this kind of orientation that you're moving back into your body, right? So your head and your shoulders aren't craning to twist. You're pulling your awareness in, and you're just imagining your spine twist. Beautiful job. Bring it back to center, and then make sure you're nice and firmly planted. I just want you to kind of make some nice little juicy circles with your hips. Right? It's kind of nice to connect the breath with the movement. So as you inhale, you can bring it around the front. And as you exhale, you can move it around the back. And then once you got that kind of synced up, change directions. There we go. And then we're going to bring it back to neutral again, making sure you're nice and firmly planted because we're going to lean forward and we're going to arch and then we're going to round, right? So inhaling to extend the spine, give a little back bend, exhaling, round the spine, and be really mindful, right, that as we mature, we don't really quite need as much of an intensive rounding, especially in the shoulders, so don't hunker down there, right? Really try to get a little baby more extension, right? And then bring it back to neutral. Yeah, so we're going to lean back and work on our core muscles. So, right, belly muscles are engaged. There might be a little bit of bearing down to help you find those belly muscles. And you can take the arms out in front of you. You want to add something, you can lift up one leg, right? You can alternate legs. You can take both legs up. That's a little harder, right? Make sure that if you do take up both legs, you're not affecting the integrity of the pose. Right? Couple more breaths. There we go. Bring it back to neutral. Find your breath. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to do that again. Right? Lean back. Right? Find your core. This time we're going to move a little bit with it. So reach across, right? Feel yourself like finding that engagement from your belly, right? Don't just round your back and go for it. Find that little in your belly, right? Keep it going. Don't forget to breathe, right? Hopefully you're breathing. Nice job. Bring it back to center again, right? Maybe not quite losing that awareness of our core. We're going to reorientate ourselves to our back strength. So I want you to take your shoulders out to the side, find your back, give it a couple little pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Again, I'm not just putting my elbows back. I'm squeezing my shoulders. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I'm getting that engagement, firing at my back body just a little bit. Right? Okay, core's engaged, back's engaged. Lean forward, arms can come out. If that's too much, you bring the arms back. But you're getting this great balance of back strength supporting you, belly strength supporting you. And if you want to do that extension of the arms. Right? Don't forget to breathe. Nice job. We're almost there. 1 or 2 more breaths. You can always, come back when you're ready. There we go. Bring it back to neutral. Ooh, spine is awake. I am awake. Nice job. All right, so you can cross over like this. If that's not happening, you can always put something under your foot here to give you still that external rotation, but maybe not quite, getting the leg all the way up. And I'm going to move around, right? Maybe a little bit of those circles. This kind of organic movement. Maybe you want to kind of extend and then come back. Right? I just want you to get a little bit of action there. There we go. We're going to release that side and switch. And just, again, some organic movement. Right? Yes. So I actually have a yoga room at home. And I decided to come here instead because I miss you guys. Right? So that way I can be here and be reminded of our classes together. Right? So maybe while you're kind of establishing this space as a new home for your practice, right? Maybe you can also call in some of the people, right? Some of the people that made your practice. Right? So I want you to take your feet wide, knock your knees together, and we're just going to move it back and forth, back and forth. And then on this last one, both knees in, take your feet out as much as you can. Again, be very safe on your chair. And then bring it back to neutral. You can scoot your booty back a little bit more so you're nice and flat. Grab the side of your chair, and this time we are going to pull our shoulders back, lift our chest up. Right? Squeeze those shoulder blades. Make it very strong and energetic in your back body. There we go. And then bring it back to neutral, which I always say isn't very far away. And then we're going to come up to standing. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. Make sure you can see me. Yes, so we are going to come to the back of our chair and find some down dogs. So I want you to ease into it. Right? Breathe. Come up a little. Exhale, come back down. You'll notice my knees are straight, but maybe yours are not straight, right? Maybe your hamstrings are a little tighter than mine. That's okay. Nice job. We're going to come back up. Take the right foot forward. It's going to come all the way so that you hunker your little chair back so that it's actually touching your chin, so that way there's no leaning forward to reach your chair, right? You have a nice tall spine. Right? You can't see it very well, but my left knee is kind of bent, right? And then we're going to come up with our strength, switch, right? Again, sitting up or standing up tall. Okay, let's just do it a couple more times. Okay, come down and switch. Come down and switch. I think before I was switching a little different. You may have noticed that, or maybe I'm just thinking I did. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. Do what's comfortable, right? Get into the strength and be like, okay, I've had enough, and then switch, right? And then come back up. I need to adjust the screen again. All right, I want you to come to the right side of your mat. You're just going to hold your chair. Right? And you're going to take your leg forward and pull it back to center, and then out to the side at an angle. Pull it back to center, out wide. Pull it back to center, back at an angle, back to center, and back. Right? I'm moving my chair, but you want to have two of your legs on the chair all the time. I'm just doing this so you can see better. Okay, out to the side. Out forward, back to center, out to the side, back to center, right? It's like a little starburst. And then back. Make sure that when you're going back, you're not leaning forward. Make sure you're not overarching, right? One more time. Right? Lots of core strength and stability. Leg strength, not just in the supporting leg, but in the floating leg. Nice job. So you can turn around and do the other side, right? I'm just going to move my chair, right? So here we go, other side. Forward, diagonal, out to the side, back at an angle, and then right behind you. Again, we've got 3 of these. As you're doing them, right, feel that strength in your body, that anchor. It's like you called yourself back into your home, and now you're utilizing your strength to anchor you there, right, to feel, to be present. Nice job. Let that go. Just walk it out. Right? You can face your chair again. I know I keep moving my chair, right? But you can just move your body, right? So we'll face our chair again. And then we're going to come up onto our toes and down. And up onto our toes and down. And one more time and down, right? And then real easy, you're just going to take one foot up and roll your ankle. And then roll it the other way. And then switch. Roll your ankle. And then roll it the other way. Nice. And then again, you're going to turn to the right. Yeah, so I'm turning my chair just so you can see me. All you had to do was turn. And you're going to bring yourself up onto your toes. And you're going to come out with your knee. Right? So you're hinging at the hip. And you're bringing it back to center. You will notice that my trunk and my other leg are not moving, right? I'm purely externally rotating my right hip. Keep it out, slide it up, find your tree pose. You have your chair right there for support. Yes, if you don't need that support, great. You can be here, you can be here. Arms can come up, right? Wherever you want to be. Breathe. Right? We came home, we found our strength. Now we're finding the stillness. Nice job. Let that go. Right? Again, all you need to do is turn towards the other side, but I have to move my chair. Right? So we're going to do the exact same thing. Coming up onto the left toes. Turning it out. Turn it out. Turn it out. Ooh, this side's harder for me. I'm turning my torso as I do it. I need to really stay strong in my core. Nice job. Last one, we turn out, slide it up. Again, try to pull your awareness in. Right? This is your home and it's strong. Again, you can have your hand on your chair. You have hand at heart center. Beautiful job. Let that go. You're going to turn back towards your chair. All right, we're going to come into stick pose, which means you're going to take that right foot back, toes are down, right? I want you to engage this right leg. So not just the calf, because I know that's the first thing I do, is clench my calf. I want you to find your hamstring, the back of the thigh. I want you to find your glute, right? You can still be holding onto your chair for support. Okay, now you're going to lift it up and you're going to give it a little squeeze, right? Maybe a little bend your knees if that helps you, or not knees, excuse me, just your floating leg knee, right? Your right knee. And I want you to squeeze and push back, squeeze and push back, squeeze and push back, like you're trying to push your foot against the wall, right? Push it back, push it back, push it back. Strong hamstring. One more time. Nice job. Okay? Now what you're going to do is bring that foot forward. And you're going to fold over your chair. If you have super loosey-goosey hamstrings, right, you're probably going to hit your chair. You might have to turn your chair so you can fold a little more, right? If you've got tight hamstrings, you're probably good right here. Right, come back up, right, switch sides. So again, we're just coming back on the toes of the left foot, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing those muscles, turning them on, and then a little knee bend, push back, push back, push back, push back, right, you got a couple more of those. Right, we make adjustments when things don't feel right. There we go, last one. Foot comes forward, right? So like toe to heel almost. And then fold again, breathe. There we go, bring it back up. Neutral spine, coming up to standing. Yeah, all we're gonna do is come to Tadasana pose. So make sure your feet have a little bit of space, right? Just like we did in the beginning, I want you to engage your legs, pull that energy up, feel the ground, right? Move it into your belly, move it into your back. Rotate those palms forward. Not so much energy in the hands, energy in the shoulders, energy in the back. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky. I want you to imagine yourself getting taller. Feel your spine getting longer. 5 or 6 breaths here. Right? Feel this synergistic energy of strength and peace all in this beautiful home, this temple. Okay? Maybe even that synergistic feeling feels like love. Right? Let that go. Let it go. We're just going to do a little bit of finger recharging, right? So I just want you you can just walk it around, shoot your fingers out, shake out your arms. Oh, that looks fun. Shake those out. Nice. Okay. Maybe the rest of your body. Nice. Okay, we're going to come back in our chair. Sitting back in our chair. New experience. Sitting back in our chair, sitting up tall. We've done all this work to have a nice long spine. I want you to feel that presence again, right? We've pulled our energy body back into our physical body. We're feeling strong and capable. I want you to utilize that. Feel your belly, feel your back, right? Again, maybe feeling taller. We're going to go into a deeper twist. So twist on over to the side. You can use the back of the chair or not. Right? It's kind of nice not to use the chair just so you get a little awareness of engagement in your spine. And then you can always use it to go deeper. Right? We're here for another 5 to 7 breaths. Bring it back to neutral. Pause. Right? When we come into a twist, it's kind of like a squeeze and then release. So there's a flooding, right? We're going to come into the other side of the twist. I'm just moving my chair again so that I'm facing you-ish. Right? So coming into that deeper twist. Remember, it's not the thing behind you that you're trying to get, right? There's nothing there. Everything is in you. You have a couple more breaths. Refine the pose. Come back to center. Enjoy that flood. Nice. You can reopen your eyes. Just because I think it's so important. One more time, we're going to do just a little bit more core, right? So we're just going to lean back in our chair, lean back towards the back of the chair, but maybe not coming all the way there, right? Get everything nice and strong and engaged. So much presence, right? Don't feel it as hard to do. Feel it as energy. And don't forget to breathe. Right? Once you really get into the strength, give it a little extra. Right? Give it a little extra. Nice. Come back up again. Enjoy that flood of energy. Just so much vitality moving through you. We're going to do one more thing, which is going to be a sequence of engaging muscles through our body and then releasing them. So we're going to tense and release, okay? So I want you to start with your calves. Press your heels down into the earth, right? Press, 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 press. You'll feel other gait muscles engage, but really try to focus on your calves. Soften, release. One more time. Tense, tense, tense. And release. Okay, now you've maybe woken up some of the other muscles. So I want you to you can put your hands right here just to make sure you find them. Engage inner thighs. Tense, tense, tense. Don't hold your breath on this. Exhale, release. Again, tense, tense, tense. Exhale, release. Maybe you already felt those hamstrings fire up, but the backs of the thighs, I want you to figure out how you're going to engage those. Again, I press my feet down to help me find them, and then once I find them, I can say, oh, okay, I have direct connection, right? And soften. Make sure this isn't just your butt. Your butt wants to take over, right? Hamstrings. You can also think about drawing your heels back as if you had a ball right here and you're trying to smash it behind your knee, right? Drawing your heels backwards. That might help you find your hamstrings. Nice job. Soften, release. Now we get to do the back, which is the easiest, right? Squeeze the glutes and soften. Squeeze the glutes and soften. Make sure you know how to soften because that's a hard one. We already did our core, so it should be pretty easy to find here. Just kind of draw that energy into your belly, right? Like you're zipping it up and then relax. Let your belly be big. Right, one more time, draw that energy in. And this is not just, oh, I'm taking a picture, right? This is engaging muscularly. And then release, big belly. Nice job. Back muscles, a little bit maybe harder to find, right? So think low back, mid back, upper back. That might help, right? And if you cannot find certain muscles, that's fine. You pretend. That's the way to do it. Right? Soften, release. One more time. Low back, mid back, upper back. And release. Yeah, we're going to do the whole arms, right? Whole arms. Just engage. Make fists, but don't just rely on your fists. Get your forearms, your upper arms, everything to engage, soften. One more time. Engage. Maybe even vibrate a little. And soften. Okay, you're going to press your right fingers to your right temple and press your head to the right. You'll feel your neck engage on the right side. Relax. Other side. Engage. Relax. Yeah, you can bring your hands behind your head. Push your head back. You can feel the back of your neck. Or you can just push your head back. Feel the back of your neck engage. Release. The throat area, I want you to engage and release. Engage and release. Take your hands to your head. Give yourself a little scalp massage. Oh, I forgot one. Hold on. We're going to do wake up first. Little fist. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, 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 knock. And then finger, scalp massage. Right, move it through. Maybe even get a little there at the base of the skull. Right, I'm going to be talking you through a very short Shavasana, and then I'm going to get up and turn off the video. And you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Right? Isn't that wonderful? Right? So make yourself nice and comfortable. Lean back in your chair. Make sure that you've kind of softened all of your muscles. Let everything go. Close your eyes. Right? Don't worry about anything. Oh, there's a worry. Don't worry about anything. Oh, there's another thought. Right? Lay it down. Every single time one comes along, don't bully it away. Just lay it down. Let it go. Like it's a little heavy thing, and all you have to do is just look away for 1 second, and it leaves on its own. Right? Imagine that all the tense areas in your body do the same thing. They're just too heavy to hold up, and you just let them go. Right? It's almost a challenge just to relax. Right? Every time something pops up, let it go again until you're done, until you want to be awake.